Wow.
Hello, we are live. Welcome back to the FlurrySports Podcast. Welcome to the FlurrySports Summer. And if you're listening to the audio version, you just heard our summer song, which we decided on about a month ago. You're correct that we should have had a show 2 weeks ago. Life happens. Here we are. We're blessing you with our presence now. No apologies needed on our end, and maybe some apologies on your end. We'll see what happens. But we did want to do some summer shows, mostly because of the Olympics. And now that the Olympics is here, I think we do need to talk about that. We got NFL training camp stuff happening. There's an NFL offseason hard knocks going on. Everyone's getting paid. Quarterbacks are all overpaid. Will there be a quarterback salary cap? Every GM is hoping so, other than maybe Jerry Jones, it seems like, because I don't know. I don't know what Jerry Jones wants to do. He doesn't like Dak. Dak doesn't like him.
100%. I think Jerry Jones desperately doesn't want us to know what he wants to do. I think that's what he really wants. Remain a mystery.
The one team that hasn't done anything this offseason is the Cowboys. And now everyone's like, does Jerry Jones have as much money as he says? Does he not have the money to pay these players? So that's a funny rumor, by the way, just challenging his manhood, essentially, which now I feel like it means Jerry Jones is going to come out with every blank check of all time and sign everybody, which scares me. But until then, he may find out he has another kid. I mean, there's a lot of things still on the table for Jerry Jones. I think nothing is off the table. So we'll see what happens there.
Well, I didn't expect to jump into this early, but here's what I've learned from Hard Knocks BTS behind the scenes, their off-season version, which is most of these deals just happen as you're slumming around.
Yeah.
Guess who doesn't slum around? Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones.
If you're GM,
true.
he just doesn't talk to the other GMs.
No. And could you imagine being anybody and wanting to talk to Stephen Jones? Because not even Jerry wants to talk to him. So there's probably no communication to and from the Cowboys. Probably.
No, Claire was watching the Cowboy cheerleader show, and she was like, "This Stephen Jones is like an idiot. What's his deal?" And I'm like, I was like, he's kind of like Donald Jr. And then Donald Jr. showed up on the show. They were like friends. Oh, really? And I was like, oh, Jesus. It's like summoned them.
That checks out.
100% rich kids, that's all I'm saying. Not a political commentary, just, rich kids, not maybe the most helpful in those situations, but
rich kids, nepotism. Yeah. The whole shebang.
I think the Cowboys are a cycle. I think right now, no one wants to mess with Jerry. In a few years, people will be like, no one's gone to the Cowboys in a while, and that cycle will renew, and it'll, keep going forever until he decides. By the way, I think he sells it before he gives it to a kid.
Feels that way. Yeah.
Vince McMahon style.
Maybe sell it to Vince McMahon. That could be fun.
Oh, bring it back. Mustache man.
He could do it. Let Shane be the player ops guy. That would be incredible. Play Here Comes the Money every time. He's going to come and announce his own draft pick. There's a lot of fun stuff you could do there.
There is a lot of fun stuff they can do. And speaking of a lot of fun stuff we can do, Zach, I mean, this is the broadest way to start out. I mentioned Hard Knocks. Has the Olympics just been dominating your attention in our time off? Have you been fully captivated?
God, the Olympics is so good, and I hyped it up, and it did hit. It does hit. And I think there's a lot of things I really like about the Olympics, but I think the number one thing why I love the Olympics and March Madness is it just, it's marketed towards my ADHD. That's all it is. Like, I can just flip to whatever I want when I want. There's 5 things happening at all times. I can watch it in simulcast or whatever, multi-view, so I can really flip to everything. It's great. Yes, I like first off, I like flexing on other countries, which we haven't really done. And that's pissing me off. We'll get into that. But Katie Ledecky needs to go away. I'm done with her. But
she's old for a swimmer.
Yeah. Michael Phelps could go in there and still do it, though. If you're not going to win the race, get out of the pool. I don't need you coming in third and then celebrating with an Australian. I don't need that. It's dumb.
Yeah, that rivalry thing's a little weird to me. Not gonna lie. I'm in on it, but I don't know how much I like that we're like, it's a rivalry.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not.
yeah.
It's not. It's like saying Michael Phelps had a rivalry with the Australians. Did he? Because I think he won every time. And I think they wanted to beat him. I believe that. But did it happen? No.
Listen, this is for sure changed, and I'm sure the gap has widened. The old medal count is, I guess you could say Phelps had a rivalry with the Australians in the way that the medal count in swimming used to go. Most medals by country, USA, Australia, 2 above, Michael Phelps on his own.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he had a rivalry with their entire productivity. Like, yes, but no. So, I totally agree. But here's my question that I really want to tee up, which is, I think the one spot so far that the U.S. has done I feel like a lot of attention has been on old Bronny James. LeBron, what do we know about him? He's really old. And I guess now cranky.
Yeah.
Like angry all the time. And how do you feel, like, not a LeBron fan? How do you feel about old man LeBron seemingly being Captain America, but in a way that's not like he's angry about it? He's angry about everything.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I loathe LeBron James. I hate everything he's ever done. But this LeBron is appealing to me a little bit. I'm in. He's the only person from our country taking this seriously. Like, that's why
two of them are taking it seriously.
Who else?
Anthony Edwards.
Oh, yeah. But he's also like, oh my God, look, that's Kevin Durant. He's still also a little kid. He needs to dial it in a little bit and realize he's there to be a goon. Yes, you can light up the scoreboard, but so can a lot of other people. You need to terrorize people. That's what's missing. We don't have Draymond this year.
No.
We need a Draymond, and it has to be Anthony Edwards, because I was hoping it'd be Derek White. I thought that would be funny, but he's taking it a little bit too seriously as well. Jason Tatum is the biggest loser of all time. Like, I want Anthony Edwards to be chirping Jason Tatum if he gets on the floor. I want him to be going after every country. We play South Sudan next. They almost beat us. We need to beat them by no less than 75 points. We need to be hurting them. We need to be posterizing them every fucking time. We have to do this. No prisoners here.
100%. I think a sneaky pick for that, if he can get healthy, because apparently people can get the flu when you're rich. I didn't know. Yeah. Like, MJ got the flu when he dropped 40. Like, the flu's debilitating now. When did that happen? But if Embiid comes back,
no, fuck him.
Oh, you don't think so?
I hate Joel Embiid. He's trash talking every player on our fucking team.
I know.
Like, go home. We already sent Kawhi home. You need to go home too.
I think if he comes back, though, that could be a good thing. Maybe he'll fit into the angry mold. Here's what I like about LeBron so far, to your point, because I don't want to skip past it too much. The sense of he's not like dominating. I hope one of these games he drops like 50.
Same.
Because that would be good. But there is a point in the game where it's like, my favorite is he's going up against NBA guys in other countries and being like, I've never met you in my fucking life. Like, I hate you so much. There's a clip of like him walking past Giannis and like not making eye contact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's nameless, faceless opponents over there. We do not know them. We just know they're from Greece and we don't like them. That's what it has to be. We can't be celebrating.
No.
Even after the game. It does not matter. We are over there for blood. That's it. We can't have China ruining our party. We can't have Australia swimming laps around us. We can't do any. Why is China good at sports now? They used to be ping pong and diving. Like, that's it. And now they're like competing with us in everything. That's not okay.
I know. They're really working on it. Communist countries have a way of doing that. I think we got to look into that. But here's my real favorite part of LeBron. I think he's kind of played coy on this. Because I think in past Olympics, he was like king of the hill. Someone always kind of took the water for him. Well, this time around, I feel like the big emphasis we heard coming into the Olympics was all these other teams practiced together. They had NBA guys. And the USA team, they were really going to struggle because they were calling a more physical style. Like, what are they going to do? And I will say, as much as LeBron deserves a lot of shit for a lot of things, I love that he came to this. He's like, oh, we're not calling fouls. Okay.
Right.
See ya.
Yeah.
Like, let's fucking go. Like, that dude's a brick shithouse. He's 40 years old, and all he's ever wanted in the as much as like the worst part of LeBron is how whiny he is when he's so big. But the part I've kind of respected is because I don't know if he wants the refs to call it even. I think he just wants the refs to disappear. Because he's like, because if this was an even fight, it'd be over. And that's been my favorite thing so far. That we've got fucking South Sudan setting screens and he's just eating them alive. It's my favorite thing ever. It's like, oh, we're going to screen? Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. And that's why we need a Draymond Green on our team too. LeBron can't be the guy doing it. The star can't be the goon. Yeah. That's the problem with different sports, like Sidney Crosby on the Penguins. Like he's the guy who starts the fight, but he's also the only guy who can score. So like that's what like Team USA here. We need Anthony Edwards or somebody to just start laying people out. Really, and that's why we needed Draymond. That's why Joel Embiid could be that. Joel Embiid could be the biggest, scariest, just asshole in the Olympics. But he's not right now. He can do that though. He can win me over. He can win over our country. Just do it. Just fucking do it.
I think that, or we need a celebrity on the sideline to start calling out Steph Curry. Can we plant someone? That's like Steph's motivation. Shooter anger.
I've seen Holy Moly. We need Regal on the bench.
That's true. Drake, what's he doing? One more person to hate Drake.
Oh, God. Could you imagine if Drake shows up to the Olympics repping Canada? We have to beat them by 50 then. We have to. Then Kendrick shows up for us.
Gotta fly him out. Might play.
Yeah, fine. I'm pretty... Kendrick could have put up 80 against the women's Japanese team I watched today, by the way. I think their tallest player was 5'4", and they were happy to be there. And it was close for a long time. That was the most embarrassing display of athletics I've ever seen, but it was fun. A lot of missed layups. Angel Reese would have had a heyday.
I'm pretty into the basketball. I'm not going to lie. Before we leave that, I mean, the men's basketball with all these random NBA players showing up on different teams is great. I'm not going to lie. I would just love a random Serbia or random Greece run where it's just one dude carrying the team. How angry can Giannis get?
Right. That's the country where it seems like it's just one player because he doesn't even have Thanasis. Like he is on his own.
I know. Claire said that this weekend is like, oh, he can play with his brothers. He does not.
Oh, no. He's hurt. Unfortunately, this 100%. Is the one time he could have got minutes and he could not be healthy. But yeah, like he could do it. Otherwise, a lot of other teams there. South Sudan, I think, has nobody.
I
don't know who else.
Canada and Australia have got a couple patty to batty, but
Canada's loaded. Canada's pretty much just NBA guys. France has a few. Actually, you know who? They have a couple, but Patty Mills for Australia. Yeah, like you said, he is Michael Jordan when he plays for Australia.
Well, Patty Mills had some great years with San Antonio when it's like when he can junk ball it, it's just him. He's pretty good.
Right. Yeah, he does not play with teammates. He is out there. It's 1v5 and he'll put up 40. He'll make it close.
Well, you can see why like everyone clowning Pop. You can see why Pop was like, well, we have a guy we're going to build around. It's Patty Mills. And then, he can't play with other people. And by the way, he got him. Took him 2 tries. And speaking of France, bad guy France, I'm a little here for it. Like I hope it's us France in the finals.
Oh, for sure. I do hope that. But boy, man, I hate Rudy Gobert. Every time I see him, it multiplies. And seeing him get posterized by a guy who works at a car dealership probably is incredible.
Well, because here's fantasy booking now. Ready for this? You want to see a goon come out for the USA team? If it gets to be France, us, anywhere down the stretch, I think there's a real chance Ant punches him in the throat I think there's a real chance because
Yeah.
Ant will be over eager to be like, we're not friends right now. And I think in the
Yeah.
handshake line, he could low blow it.
That'd be great. That would really win me over. That'd be incredible. He's not even. I only watched one game. He didn't even win that much or play that much. It was like Wemby. He played the entire game, which seems like a bad idea for him, but more power to him. Because if he gets hurt during this,
yeah,
that's not great.
I don't know. I've been waiting for the Twin Towers. I just thought those two were going to play the whole time, and we were one game out of the tournament was going to be 60s ball, where the the score is 80-60, and everything goes through the post. But maybe they're saving that. I don't know. But yeah, I agree. I think that's interesting for Wemby. But maybe, to your point, who knows how many freaking Olympics he's going to do, depending on how good he gets. So that's been good. What other sport have you just been like keying in on so far? Any fun random ones?
I think my favorite was rugby sevens, but we can't have the championship on day 2 of the Olympics. What do we do? Like what's the point? The rugby sevens is so good. You could have spaced that out. We didn't have to start it early.
No, and like you only got to the only one that really popped up for folks was the gold medal match.
Right. And I watched some like U.S. qualifying ones. It sucks that we didn't get there. We had a couple guys. We had a guy who was just faster than everybody, which is a great strategy to have. We need to invest in our rugby. We need to be the rugby sevens champion. And another sport I love, and I said this last Summer Olympics, and it's a sport that we could be the very best at, not even close, and we don't even have a team. We need to win handball. Handball is fucking embarrassing. It's a great game, and no one is good at it. I haven't seen a single player. There's no goalie who knows how to stop anything, and then it's just throwing the ball. So let's just have quarterbacks and receivers, and then put a hockey goalie in the net or something. Like that's all we. So we'll get Alex Stalock, UMD alum. He'll be our goalie, and then let's just have Aaron Rodgers out there. We'll have Lamar Jackson, would be insane. Patrick Mahomes, and then let's go Tyreek Hill. He'll be faster than everybody. Like we could create an absolute powerhouse team and have a goon out there because you can just lay people out. It's just throwing, and no one can stop it, and that's it. It's the easiest sport of all time. It's dodgeball without dodging. That's it.
Well, and to your point, we have so many people who should be good at it. I think we should. 2 quarterbacks have to be on that team, and one of them should always be Daniel Jones.
He would wreck. He would be so good. It doesn't matter. Like I'm saying, this is the worst, at least so far that I've seen. Talent level, it's by far the worst in the Olympics. No one is good at this sport.
It is interesting to me, like the level, the waves of like U.S. care. Like you could tell certain sports we're just not that in on. Yeah. Like that's one of them. And is one we could be immediately good at. Like we've got folks at other spots, to your point, like, and in spots that like they're not in the Olympics. Pick college. Look, even lacrosse players should be good at that. You could pick our best lacrosse goalies for sure. And get in there. I agree completely. I also think that's true for the one I've been getting into is archery.
Archery, we should archery and shooting.
If you got the right
we can't be losing
from rural Wisconsin in that. Why are we not in the final?
Especially if you can drink a beer while you do it.
Well, I told Claire, why aren't those targets moving? One of them should be a deer.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It should be. It should be. It should just be American Gladiators where you have someone on top and you have to shoot the person running around.
100%. Okay, let's do this. Let's pause for a second. The new Olympic event is, of course, the turret. So someone's shooting tennis balls. You pick one U.S. athlete or any U.S. citizen to go through the tennis ball gauntlet as fast as they can. Who we picking?
Is it the same person who will then have to flip and shoot as well?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, that changes things because, like, I don't trust Tyreek Hill to shoot. He is notably more of a choker and knife play. But I think he can dodge anything. So, but I don't want to do the flip side.
I think NFL is the right thing, though. I've got to pick right away.
Okay, who's that?
Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey, maybe.
Country boy. I think he's got the arrow in him.
Okay. I think he's a couple years out, but he's notably still in very good shape. I think a Pac-Man Jones would be great.
Pac-Man Jones would be good. I mean, Ed Reed has already finished the course. No one knows how he did it.
We'll save with Troy Polamalu. Like I can promise you, Troy Polamalu is our person. The person running the turret won't see him one time.
No, that's so true. How did that happen? Maybe this is a strategy we haven't thought of before. Sheer intimidation. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
He'd see Panay Sewell the whole time, but I don't know if it mattered. He did shoot once.
He was hit 5 times, but the judge was too scared to tell him he's out.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, by the way, another flashback segment. I've been watching the NFL Receivers show. My favorite tidbit that came out of that was they were following Amon-Ra St. Brown. Just glimpses of Panay Sewell in the background, and Claire every time being like, who is that huge guy? And I was like, they really missed out on having Panay more on the show.
Favorite player in the league right now. He has to be. He's everything. He really is. He's Dan Campbell in a Polynesian body. It's incredible.
It's like my favorite 30-second clip. It was so short. I thought about like filming it and sending to you, but it was like literally 3 seconds. But there's a clip where they're trying to get across how like tough Amon-Ra is, which by the way, that guy's a psycho. I think he is tough. But the clip they chose was he immediately scored a touchdown and got in to Harrison Smith's face after a touchdown. And you know, the whole Viking team's around him, and he's in Smith's face, and he's like, what do you want to do? Huh? And just quickly in the background, like the narrator's like, but no one wants to mess with Amon-Ra and the Lions. And right behind him, you can see Panay. And I'm like, yeah, they're really afraid of Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like they made it seem like, oh, he's all alone. No, he's not all alone. His bodyguard's right fucking there. Yeah. Hey, Harrison, shut up.
Right.
I forgot what team Sewell plays for.
It's just like weird that no one talks shit to Brock Purdy on the field. It has nothing to do with Trent Williams. Fucking running around everywhere like a psycho.
Same thing, by the way. Oh, everyone's so afraid of George Kittle. George Kittle may be the third scariest person on the field. Maybe.
Yeah. Right. George Kittle's the loudest, but that's about it.
Trent Williams and Ramczyk are out there.
Yeah. I am also. Debo scares me. There's something about him. Debo
is scary. They showed the clip where he just randomly headbutted someone, and he was told the ref, oh, it just got the best of me. What got the best of you? Don't say it.
Yeah. We need answers here. We need to figure this out.
I know. A rugby sevens thing. So women's rugby sevens is still happening. U.S. is pretty good at it.
Yes,
are you on the Ilona Maher train?
Very good. Scary. I like that.
Love that she's just horny. I think that's kind of her thing. Like big, scary person. All of her TikToks are like, I think that guy's looking at me.
Yeah. That is good. We need more. Yeah, that is true. We need essentially what I wish our Team USA was. I wish there's 2 parts, right? We need to go fuck up everybody.
Yeah.
We need those people. And then I need a group of people who are just the Wisconsin Badgers basketball team in the Final Four that are just having a good time. We're making content. Why are we here? We're pretty good. We're decent. Like, I don't know. That's what we need.
Well, and what sport has perfected that is our swim team is a pretty good makeup of that. Like our swim team obviously dominates all the time. We can get into the nitty gritty of should they be doing better? Yes, but also listen, Katie Ledecky, they literally introduced an event that she'll never fucking lose. She's a boat. She's not gonna lose the 1500, So maybe maybe she takes silver, but like that's her worst case scenario.
I'm calling her out because she's got more. She can earn it back. But right now, Katie, you're disappointing the nation. Truthfully.
Here's my favorite 1-2 punch so far, because we talk about that of like killers and then just like, oh shucks, I'm just so happy to be here. They had Nick Finks, I think is his name. He's like 31. Yeah. His wife already won a gold. He's working another job. They're like showing a clip. He's like a project manager. He's so proud of his time management skills. I'm like, God, you fucking nerd. Knuckles up. He's just having a baby. He knuckles up to your point. He's the Badger guy. Oh, he gets a silver medal. What a time. Caleb Dressel is fucking 100%. He's in interviews and he's like, we beat him by a full second, so I'm feeling pretty good. Like so those two on the same team, co-captains, I'm in on.
Right. That is true. Caleb Dressel, if it wasn't LeBron as our Captain America, it should have been him. Because he is Captain America for us.
100%. Came back from a near like mental health breakdown just to be like, that's right. I love dominating people.
I hate other countries. Yes.
It's so true. What reignited it was, man, I hate Australia. I really do. Yeah.
I forgot the feeling of crushing athletes' dreams. They trained 18 years, their entire life, waking up at 3 a.m. to go swimming. Then they go up against me. And they're like,
smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, I could have been cool in high school, but no, I was training. I was swimming. Yeah.
Swimming. Okay, this is the part of the Olympics I do like, though. Like thinking of all of these folks are like that. Like their whole lives, they've crushed folks. Imagine you get to the Olympics. You've trained your whole life. You're in the best shape of your whole career. This is like what dreams are made of. You have a country's hopes on your shoulders. And then you run into that fucking 21-year-old from France. You're cooked. He broke a record that Phelps couldn't break himself for 20 years.
What's the mindset going in? Like, maybe I'll do it too. Like, I don't think so.
The only thing I've ever liked about Marina Sharapova, and I know that's a real throw out, but the only take from her book I appreciated was I really think people would remember me different if I wasn't the same age as Serena. And I do. I like that. That's a fair take. Yeah. Phil Mickelson would have been a better golfer had he not shared 15 years of his career with one other guy.
Yeah. Tiger a little bit overshadowed him. A little bit.
And that's fun at the Olympics. Like, it's like, I am the second best person to ever do this. And that's a real shame.
You know who's gonna say that in her book? And it's gonna piss me off. That's gonna be Angel Reese. Like, people don't know how good I was. We do. I think we do. It's okay.
We were watching. 100%. We looked. But that's true. Like, it's like you
for a lot of people, it's true.
Robin. Well, she'll write that in her book. We know.
I mean, it's the whole Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan thing. It's it's a lot.
People don't talk about enough. Maya Moore retired to get her husband out of jail.
People do not talk about that at all, but also enough.
So it's like, we know who number 2 is. Okay.
Yeah. Should be. Is there any sports? First off, okay, here's a thing that hasn't happened yet that people can look forward to. Someone's going to poop themselves speed walking. It happens every time. So we could place bets on which country. I think it's going to be France. I feel like last time it was France.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's France. That's going to happen. We
haven't had breakdancing yet, which I'm very hesitant about. Like, is it going to be cool or is it going to be the worst thing that we have?
I will watch it. It's not going to be the worst thing we have. We have fucking dressage. Like, I'd rather see a human do it.
That's fair. We can talk about sports we need to get rid of in a second, by the way. There's a few
things to look forward to. I mean, the biggest US go fuck yourselves moment is coming up because I think there's they might retire gymnastics after Simone is done.
She's hurt, apparently. She's done. Katie Ledecky's lucky there's Simone Biles. Because Simone Biles
I think Simone Biles is going to flu game it.
She better. Because if she has 2 stinkers in a row, starting to seems like Novak Djokovic was a little bit right, huh?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, first off, he's not right about anything. He's saying at a dictator's wedding. But two, never forget it. But 2,
I won't.
Yeah. She was hurt during the qualifiers, and maybe it'll get worse or whatever. But she was hurt and then did 2 things that no one else has ever done. So I think it's like And this is okay to get mad at her about, because I get annoyed when athletes do that of like, wow, I can't believe he's walking. And then he drops 40 or whatever. But they taped up her ankle, and then they were like, oh, wow, no one's ever attempted within 5 points of that. Okay, could she tone it down a bit? Like, you just told me she was hurt. So I Jake Osmond, declare her 5.
Okay. She better be. Sounds like what you're telling me is no excuses, and that's what I like. So she better do it.
Yeah, I mean, that is what I'm telling you. We've got, okay, so that we're gonna skewer people in track.
Yeah, we should destroy in track.
That's coming.
I don't know about our throwing, because I do get invested with our throwing stuff. I don't know if we're the best at that. I hope so. Is Otis over there doing shot put? I have not seen. He should be.
No, but I do. Who's the guy?
Why isn't Braun Strowman and Otis our shot put team, by the way?
That's a great question. I don't know. Or
scary
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's great. But I mean, I saw Braun Strowman at Packers training camp, and he is way bigger than any Packer player. He is so big.
We should send guys like that just to intimidate. Like, they don't throw ever, but they're just on the team.
If it was a cool opening ceremony and we're like marching through something, could you imagine if who else would be in that? Brock Lesnar, Jesus.
Brock Lesnar. Maybe not current, but like a couple years ago, Shaq's
fine.
Yeah.
We need those guys just front line carrying the flag, sending people home. Like, okay, this was fun. I didn't realize they have those things over there. We need to go home. That would be great.
Yeah, 100%. I think those guys, and then like Tony Allen, like a little scary grit and grind action going on.
Who's the huge woman wrestler who's like really green, but she's ripped? Is she from America?
Oh, Jade Cargill. Yeah. Yep, she's from America. She's also best friends with Shaq. So
that checks out.
She can go. Charlotte Flair also kind of a freak.
Sure.
So she can go.
Yeah. Ric Flair.
100% send Rick. Everyone loves Rick. I'm preparing people now. I can't wait for Discus, because Andrew Evans in the USA is a madman. People have to watch it, but he kind of looks like a little bit bigger Andrew Luck. That's what I think every time I see him. He also he's Wisconsin 2014 finals team. Like, he's like, oh, I'm just happy to be here, and then he crushes dudes. So get psyched for Andrew Evans. I think that's coming. The sport that people missed. This is my segment I wanted to hit on that we have to watch. First off, my favorite thing happened, which I tuned in because I was watching, of course, Gold Zone, the greatest thing they've ever done on Peacock. Have you seen that?
I heard it's bad, but look at where is it? This is the picture they used for. Oh no, are they gonna get rid of this on me? Okay, whatever. I'll show this tab. This is the picture that the Kentucky.com used for Andrew Evans. It's not cropped. Well, they cropped it for sure, but this is the picture that they used for him. 2 seconds. They did this.
Oh,
that's the full picture. I clicked into the article. It's not like the top of his head is anywhere. This is what they used. Why?
Weird. He's so big. They just want you to know.
They couldn't fit him. I don't even know which guy it is.
Look at all those white men.
Yeah, Andrew Evans is a very white name. Interesting. There's a husky. Okay, whatever. But I'm in on it.
I would love a dog named Andrew Evans.
Yeah. I mean, very American name. I like
true.
it.
I've seen weirder dog names. But Zach, are you familiar with what happened in the fencing final?
We won, didn't we? I don't know what happened.
Not only it was impossible for us to lose, Zach.
It was both of our people, yeah.
Both of us in it. And my favorite My favorite event interview so far, because it was Kiefer and Scruggs, which, by the way, I mean, they should do everything together. Fight crime, solve puzzles. Kiefer and Scruggs were our 2 Olympians.
Oh, I thought. Okay, let me just tell you where my mind was at. Yeah. I thought you were talking about who was doing the interview, and I thought you said Kuiper. I thought it was Mel Kiper over there interviewing. I'm like, oh no, why is Mel Kiper interviewing Olympians? But okay, Kiper and the other person.
100%. Scruggs,
great name.
100%. No relation to Terrell. Sucks. But anyway,
also Hard University.
That's right. We don't talk about him enough either. Anyway, they go into the final, and this essentially is the interview. How excited are you two for an all-U.S. final? Oh, we're very, very excited. We want to make it clear now. We're great friends. We've grown up together. We've trained together. But we wanted to be clear, this is going to be ugly. I think the person who ended up winning, Kuiper, said at one point, like, we are not going to be on good terms for like a couple days. And this final rocked, like, for 2 teammates, because you could tell, because Kuiper is the defending Olympic champion, but these 2 have like traded world championships.
Okay.
And practice together every day. So Kuiper's like, I'm the one, like, I'm going to defend it. And Scruggs is like, I mean, unless I fucking win. And it's awesome. They're pushing each other. At one point, I saw a whole foil where they just are like shoving so much like contact. They were really getting into it. And I just was like, these 2 fucking hate each other. This is awesome. And the whole time I'm like, oh, I hope we win. We can't lose. It's the best type of event.
That is true.
But I love that. Like, we made it here. Wouldn't it be great if I had the gold?
Yeah, that is good. I need to go watch that. I definitely have it recorded, so I need to go watch that.
Yeah, it's scrappy. It's real scrappy. So I think that's worth a watch. Anything you saw that you're like, people need to tune into this? Sevens, I mean, is a good shout out by you too.
Sevens is just super fun. Like, if you're a football fan, I think you're going to like rugby sevens.
But the Fiji-France final was good.
It was good. Skateboarding is done. That pissed me off, but this time, the street skateboarding final, by the way, 2 Americans in the top 3, so that's good. Nyjah Houston seems like he cracks under pressure, is what it is. They at least made it good this time. Last Olympics, it was the first time they did it. So, like, no one showed up. I don't think they told anybody what time it was at. And it was just really quiet. It was COVID still, too. So it was COVID. It was weird. It was bad. But with a crowd, skateboarding is very, very fun. So I think that is because people feed off the energy. So I think that was a good one to go back and watch. And then we still have Skateboarding Park coming up in a few days. So that'll be very fun. It hasn't happened yet, I don't think. The speed climbing is super fun. I really liked that last time. That's going to be good.
Yeah, I only saw clips of it last time, but that was really good. Speed trials for cycling was awesome.
Okay. I didn't do much cycling.
If you're going to watch anything, watch the speed trials. Like, that was cool.
Okay.
I also
fun too.
What was that?
Canoe slalom. Like, they're the individual ones.
Love that. Been in on that ever since Rio had shrapnel coming down the pipe.
Right. It's the best when someone fucks up. I mean, obviously, but that's what you're watching for. They have to weave in and out of stuff, and if they mess up, just to see people either lock in, like, I have to be the most perfect of all time, or completely check out while kind of floating down a lazy river is very fun.
Let's do, we can do anything else that pops up, but let's do sports that shouldn't be in it, and then let's end on like one more big Olympic thing. Because I've got one in mind that we haven't touched on yet that I think is funny to end on. But for sports they should get rid of, my petition, and I'm probably missing an obvious one that I really don't like. Well, one, here's a real one. I'm not going to watch any of the long running shit. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why are we doing that? You got there's so many marathons.
Right.
Or that could be one you just tell me who won. I wish we had more to watch for me at 6 a.m. than running or cycling.
Yeah, for sure shouldn't be aired. It should just be the final 3 minutes. Give me a mashup. That's fine. It doesn't need to be live.
But there's no drama at all, like, because it's so long. So
it doesn't come down to the final thing either. Like, if you're lucky, they're competing for a Olympic or world record, and that's it. That's the only payoff.
And on the flip side, my real nominee, because there's too much going on, so much so that it does not matter. Doubles anything, but it's especially doubles ping pong and doubles badminton can get the fuck out. It's impossible. It's like me playing Wii tennis. It's just
it is.
Whack, 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 whack. It's crazy. And then someone scores a point. And I can never tell which team.
It's like it's at 100 miles per hour and then it's at 0. That's the part I don't like. Like, I like the energy when it's going, but like there's nothing more lame than seeing, I don't know what it's called, but like a badminton birdie thing hit the ground. It feels lame. It just feels dumb. Wicket, sure. Right? I don't know.
I think
that feels like a bat.
Birdie.
Maybe. I don't know.
But I don't know. It hits the ground. Great. That one is a little bit better. Doubles, table tennis. Jesus fucking Christ. I can't tell what's going on. And like,
there's a lot going on.
Okay, this is a live show. So I'm going to say that I have to give a lot of caveats to this. This is not necessarily about any specific countries, but honestly, if it's not the US, I can't tell who it is at all. Table tennis, typically, I've seen Japan and Korea, and I can't, or China. And the game I watched, the gold final, I think, was China and Chinese Taipei. I lost focus. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell already who's going on. They've got the same abbreviations on their shirts.
Yeah.
You know, no one dyed their hair. That would have been helpful.
Right.
It was just a little hard to follow. And I'm not saying that's on them. If it was Sweden and the Netherlands, I would have had the same problem.
Thing. Yep. Yeah. We need to know. You need to have a promo package, first off. Learn a lesson from UFC or WWE. We need to know who we like and dislike, 100%. Especially if it's not our country. So you need that. We need different colors. We need entrances because we need to connect the name to the face. We need that. Like, there's a lot of things. We need to up the production here. And speaking of production, I'm going to see it more. Why are we doing heights and meters? Why are we showing that to me? I don't care how tall somebody is in meters. We won a fucking war so we could use feet and inches. This is American production. This is American broadcasting. I'm not talking about the worldwide one. I'm talking, this American player is 2 meters tall. What is that? I don't know what that is.
That's actually a great point because to my understanding, 100%, I don't know if I'm going to co-sign the war thing, but I appreciate the part of it. We did. I mean, that part I co-signed. Fuck you. I'm not disagreeing with the outcome. Okay. Not a denier. But I do think it's funny that, like, my understanding is everyone else has their own broadcast.
Correct. Yes.
Like, you're not showing it to me in Spanish. You're giving it, like, I don't use those metrics. That is honestly, that's so true. And it's one thing on some of the written things, like, okay, it's immediate. They're measuring a discus throw in meters. They did that when I was in high school. Like,
hire a media intern to do the conversion. That's 100%. All it is.
Well, cool. I watched a swimming event and they told me the guy from France was under the water for 194 meters. Verbally. Why? Why did you? That's not a measure. You took the time to make that graphic. Right now, you did in the last 30 seconds. It was on earlier today. You took the time to re-show that, and it's for me. That's so true. And I did the math. And by the way, I think they did that just because, as cool as it was, being underwater for 30 feet, not as impressive as 194 meters.
I was going to say, I had no idea how far that was. That is,
not 30 feet. It was 100 feet, which is 30 yards. I did the football conversion so I could see it on a football field.
Sure. Okay. But still, yeah.
But 30 yards, it's cool. It's cool. But it's like when I heard 194 meters, I was like, oh my God, a subway train? Like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah. The dude's got gills. I don't know what's going on. It's just they're taking the information from the Olympics or whatever,
Yeah.
and then they're like, okay, good enough. We're just gonna read the prompter. We're not gonna do any conversions, no extra work. I don't know who these people are anyway. I do not care. Let's get home for football. Preseason starts this week. That's what everyone's thinking.
True. And honestly, I had not thought about that. I got a little, Claire and I did a nice like vacay weekend. And so we were watching out in the cabin. And so she was in the kitchen as we were about to go fishing. And she was like, how's it going in there? And they were telling me about tennis. And they were like, I mean, they've really had to overcome today because it's 40 Celsius. And I'm like, they're either boiling or freezing. I've got no read on it. None whatsoever. Sure looks hot. I think they did the conversion later and it was 95. And I was like, warm.
Still don't care.
No,
did they plan for it?
Temperature? You can't
it's August. It's almost August. That true. Who cares? I don't care. Play inside. Like, did they have an inside venue? Then don't give them the Olympics.
No, I know. We are getting into my favorite part of the Olympics, though, which is consequences of like the Olympics themselves. Like, it's like you could have put a dome on that. My favorite one so far is all the swimming times have been slower. And I saw someone do a breakdown of it. It's 100%. They made the pool too shallow, which is awesome.
Oh, really?
Too wavy. The pool is shallower than it needs to be. They made it like the minimum depth. So there's more waves up top. All the times are like, that's how come Fink got silver, because no one broke at the World Championships this year. No one was under 49, and some were at 48. At this time, no one was below 51.
Wow. Okay.
So really,
you can also sprinkle like a little gelatin in the pool and thicken it up too.
Well, I mean, 100%. What happened to Rio where it turned Ryan Lochte's hair silver?
That's true. It was I think in Athens a few years before that, it was like Big Fat Liar. They turned them all blue. It was crazy.
Yeah, true. So
shout out Paul Giamatti.
How are you so happy with that? And Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie does. Yeah.
What event are you getting rid of?
I mean, so many. All equestrians gone. All speed walking gone. Jousting, fine. Yeah, we need death. There should be a coliseum. There should be stakes. You know what? If we're all friends, no more.
They don't have to die. Just like, gymnastics could kill somebody. Doesn't have to.
Well, they don't have to die. It's up to the nurses at that point. You know, there's going to be people on staff.
Honestly, we should give medals to the best athletic trainers.
Yeah, that'd be great. Tape an ankle. See how fast you can do it. What else? Triathlon. I don't care. Wow. Coach Hayes. There's gonna be fingers missing. I'm looking at a list here. Rhythmic gymnastics. We probably don't need. Marathon swimming. Do not want that. Nobody wants that. Could you imagine? That's bad for everybody. Nobody wants that.
No one's gonna watch it. No.
Being there would be terrible.
I'm out on trampoline.
Trampolines, yeah, hit or miss. Artistic swimming, I don't even know what that means.
I think that's synchronized.
So, okay, interesting. So breakdancing is called breaking.
Yeah.
That's what it's called? Yeah. Are they not dancing?
I don't know why it's classified that way, but it's breaking. I assume it's a translation.
Don't love it. Don't love that. What else here? I like rowing. Rhythmic gymnastics. I don't need anything that like resembles a high school dance. I don't think. Table tennis. I mean, we can get rid of that selfishly. We're not going to win it, and I don't want to watch it. So, I mean, we get same thing with diving. By the way, great. Who cares?
We are champions of silver medals in that, though. We've got no chance at winning ever, and we take second a lot.
We do. That surprised me that we competed in China's sport there. And then China, I think, beat us in volleyball. Can't have that. They don't even have beaches over there, I'm pretty sure.
No, but I did learn that a lot of the Asian countries have professional volleyball leagues. Yeah, that was a rude awakening to me. I did not know that. That's the sport coming up. Honest, like sand volleyball is my favorite thing to watch in the whole Olympics. So that's getting going.
Chase Budinger is, I think, an Olympian for us. Former NBA guy. Just proves, let's put our fucking athletes in the Olympics and maybe we'll win.
Well, 100%. The women's team this year, we've got 2 of them, but the main one is the women's. It's now an NCAA sport. It has been for the last few years. It's a national champs from LSU. So it's just 2 Louisiana gals going fucking nuts. One of them's 5'4".
Really? Okay.
Yeah, she's short. She's really short, and it keeps coming up in interviews. And she said, "Watch me." She's real angry about it, which I like. Go get them.
I do like that. Yeah, that'd be good. As much as I enjoy it for 10 seconds, so I think this is probably a sport we can get rid of. Surfing just ain't it.
I'm excited this year with it being in apparently the wildest waves we've ever seen or whatever in Tahiti.
I mean, I'm already watching it. It's better than last time where there was just no waves and then they had to delay it, which was like, are we kidding?
Yeah.
Let's do it at Noah's Ark. We had the wave pool. Let's just do something. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It feels weird that they're all floating in the water together, and that's for time. I get that too. But like, I don't know. I feel like we could just swap it out with fishing. I think fishing would be fun.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think Bear Grylls should have an event he competes in.
I mean,
survival.
Yeah, survivalist. Yeah, that'd be. We're dropping these 5 Olympians in the middle of the forest, and we have a TV crew following them during the entire Olympics.
They're naked and afraid.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that show. I mean, even if they were wearing clothes, all those shows exist. I think it's Designated Survivor, everything, but we just make it an event. I like it. By the way, no way we'd win. Some of those, no. Some of those countries is like, oh, I can compete right away.
Some of those countries are like, you're giving me a knife? Holy shit! 100%. This is better than home.
Ukraine's gonna get out there. I have to survive alone in the woods. Deal.
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
Yeah, think quiet. Oh my god.
100%. It'd be the same thing. Our only hope is sending someone who lives in Montana.
Right. Oh yeah. Montana or Alaska. There's some scary people up there.
Oh, 100%. Those can go. Golf. I don't need it in the Olympics.
If we have golf, we better not have a tournament going on at the same time, like a professional tournament. It feels weird. It feels like we don't have our best people over there.
By the way, speaking of having our best people over there, I get that we only include these sports when it's like a country that likes it. Baseball and softball should be in this.
It was last time, wasn't it? Or
because it was in Japan. And then France dropped it, and it'll be back in LA.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, and World Baseball is kind of okay with it because they've got the classic. But listen, soccer, I've been told, is pretty big other places, and they suck it up. They just did the World Cup like a little bit ago.
I think it's stupid that Messi got hurt just so he didn't have to like say no to Argentina and play for US, you know?
That would have been killer. I wanted a jersey swap, WWE style. He's been on our team the whole time.
He owns a team in America. What's he supposed to do?
By the way, that might still happen. I hope he comes out for us later. That'd be pretty sick.
Did you see the game against New Zealand? That should be every soccer game. Like we were winning by like 5 points. Why don't we just do that?
Well, I also like that we cut the formalities of like, oh, we don't develop players. Well, here's our fucking under 23 team. Our whole team is all under 23 except for 2 guys, and they're 24.
Let's compete. Let's take a note and do that for our 3-on-3 basketball team.
I know.
I will root so hard for Jimmer Fredette. I'm very excited, but he shouldn't be representing us, and he shouldn't be the star.
I will say, I love the Olympics so much. I'm going to be unwell when it's in LA because I'm going to be so competitive.
Yeah. And we're going to have teams in every sport.
I mean, we're streaming flag football. Schedule it now. We're going to crush.
Yeah. It's going to be insane. We better have NFL guys in there. We better. If we do not, I riot.
I mean, yeah, I hope we have some current guys. We'll have a lot of recent retirees.
That's fine too. I just don't want it to be some guy who, almost made the D2 football team, but he dropped out so he could content create. Like that can't be our team.
No, Ocho Cinco's on it for sure. There's no doubt in my mind. I
Michael
think
Vick's a good flag quarterback. I saw him compete in that.
I would not be surprised if he did it. Well, one guy we jokingly mentioned earlier, I 100%, I close my eyes and Troy Polamalu is out there just for some reason decapitating people. He can't help himself. He's still sacking the quarterback. That C-cap's still open.
Yes, it is. God, we could have freaks though.
Oh, 100%. Is
like Myles Garrett
still alive?
I think his neck ate his head and he died. I'm not sure. But we could have some like insane D linemen.
Garrett. Yeah, recent retiree Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald would be great. Myles Garrett. Max Crosby's kind of a psycho. JJ and TJ Watt.
Okay. If JJ, listen, I know people are saying in their heads right now. That's right. I can read your mind. You're only going to have one lineman out there, whatever. Countries are going to be figuring out what to do. JJ jumping up and down in front of you, they won't complete a pass. They won't complete a pass all game.
Yeah. And if LeBron wants to play football so bad, that's a shot. He can be that guy too. Just jump up and intercept the ball, please.
Yeah, I think some of the people who come out in the normal sports will kind of be crazy. I think the basketball team got good turnout this time, but I think that time it'll be all hands on deck for everything, which I like.
It should be. If it seems like this is LeBron's last Olympics, couldn't you see him come out of retirement for this?
Yeah, and he'd be on the team. I think that's going to happen a lot. I think, like, honestly, most of the folks who are on this team, the Olympics are so if they're an established name, they'll probably be almost too old next time. Like Simone Biles won't be in that rotation, but is she on the team just to like be at the US Olympics? Who knows?
Maybe she's going to be close. Like, I think this might be her last Olympics. Caleb Dressel, I don't know.
Well, I barely say this name because you're already out on her, but it's like I keep telling Claire, like, Ledecky's already old, but does she come out just for the 1500?
She may not make it back to the United States if she goes on this track right now. Like, it's not great.
Can we get one more Olympics out of Serena? If we have 4 years of like muscle massages, can we get one more run out of her? Can
we just put Tiger Woods in a room and just like hook him up to every machine?
Yeah.
Right. I know he has a zipper on his leg holding his bone inside, essentially. Like, if we can get prime Tiger for one Olympics, like that's insane that we never got that. We just need that.
We don't even need it. Because I got news for you. What if Tiger was 19 at the next Olympics?
Oh, Charlie's
19 in 4 years, baby. He's 15 right now. Chuck Woods is going to be dominating people.
That's fun. Tiger can be his caddy. That's fun.
Or Phil.
Having Phil do it is funnier. Is way funnier.
He's taking bets.
Yeah. Well, that too. It's like, Phil, give me my... Charlie just spitting on him. Like, give me my club. That'd be great.
They should do that. We should get a collection of athletes. We'll put names on a petition of like, just try and get one of these people in.
Yeah.
Phelps.
Yeah. Phelps. They asked Phelps, like, could you compete right now? He said yes. Like, if you give me like, if I'm training for one event, I can compete and I think I will win. But he also said he wouldn't see his family. So what's the trade-off? What's the trade-off?
In LA, some of these psychos are going to do that.
Yes. Someone will, for sure.
Yeah. And like, is that LeBron? Maybe. LeBron takes Bronny's spot at the next Olympics.
Yeah, Bronny gets sent home for LeBron. That'd be fun.
100%.
Anthony Edwards is going to be the guy next Olympics, I think.
I think so. It's so hard to like predict that far out. Like, I mean, guys,
there's gonna
like
be a lot of turnover.
Halliburton.
Halliburton's there, but like, you would assume
Tatum,
Steph,
but he's not
LeBron,
doing anything right now.
No, he sucks. He'll play this next game, but he sucks.
Yeah.
But LeBron, Durant, Steph, probably AD. At least those four are probably done. Like, in terms of their window, like, that's a lot. That's the team right now.
And Embiid is close. Like,
He won't be able to walk in 4 years.
No, that's not an age thing, a health thing. So, by the way, sad about that. So that's not fun to think about. So I agree. It's going to be some of these just like young studs. Like Booker's going to be pretty old. Like, honestly, it'll be interesting to see who's, and I'm not saying we'll be washed. Like, it just will be guys we don't know right now.
Right. I mean, Wemby should play for us.
Yeah, true. By the way, it's in the U.S. Yeah, suddenly Giannis is back on the U.S. team.
Yeah. Let's guilt them into it. Like, come on. We've given you so much.
That would be funny. The LA Olympics, no NBA players play on other teams. They're all on
It's in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has to play for us because it's in his city. He plays in LA.
Do you think Chet Holmgren will be on the team?
I hope not. I mean, he can play for somebody else. I don't think he's got it. I mean, he's from Minnehaha, so he's for sure not international, but he could go someplace else.
Yeah, I mean, he could. Bobby Portis. I'm trying to predict the future.
That's the type of player we're missing this year, though. Like Bobby Portis would be perfect for this team.
Oh my God, give me the Lopez brothers on this team. We're never losing.
Yes. It kind of broke my heart a little bit when I looked at Spain's roster. I'm like, so they're not on America or Spain? And I half thought I was going to see Marc Gasol, and he's not there either.
Yeah, no Gasols is tough.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Am I right in thinking they played for different countries, or were they on the same country roster? Why do I feel like they played for different ones?
I'm pretty sure they both played for Spain.
Probably. That's probably right.
I would assume. I don't know, I guess.
Probably thinking of Valanciunas. I always get him and Gasol confused.
Yeah, he's from... Where is he from? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
he plays in Canada right now.
Does not matter. Yeah. That will be interesting. But I think that Olympics will be interesting to see which of these people try and make a comeback. Like, let's do it one more time. Because they'd have to kind of be in their prime now.
Right. Tom Brady for flag football.
I do think we're going to get studs on the flag football team.
Well, it would be a very, very bad look if we don't.
I think behind closed doors, they have some people committed. I think Justin's on the team. Like the receivers. I think they can get the receivers on the team. And then,
but it would have to be like the youngest. It would have to be like Justin Jefferson at this point.
That's
like,
what I'm thinking.
I think that's like the cutoff at this current moment for age.
Jefferson, Amon-Ra, Chase, like some of those young guys, I could see being on it. Like Harrison Jr. And someone will be asked. The goal would be that we could like pick and choose. Gronk's on the team. He just is,
Correct. Yeah. That's
by the way, top scorer.
Yeah.
Covering him in flag football, crazy.
He'd be a menace. He'd be incredible to have out there. He's not as old as you think either. He's pretty young.
No, will he even be 40 in 4 years?
No shot. He might be 30 right now.
He's 35, so he'll be. That was my guess. So he's 39, so he's actually older.
Okay, you know what? Scratch that. He's about where you think.
He's exactly as old as you think he is. But here's the thing: what the true version of what you were saying is he retired way younger than you think he did. He's been out of the league 4 years.
When players retire, they kind of freeze in time for me.
That's true. As displayed in our age game when you're pulling out fucking Willis McGahee and third stringers from 2004.
Got it.
Yeah, you did get there. Zach, my one big thing we haven't talked about from the Olympics.
Okay.
Is Flavor Flav being the sponsor of water polo the best thing they've ever done or the worst thing they've ever done?
I don't think I saw that.
You haven't seen this? They have Flavor Flav, hip hop legend, at every single U.S. women's water polo game. He's the leader of the cheer section. He's in full gear. Apparently, he got into it in the last Olympics, and now he's over there just like Snoop Dogg. And
Yes, that's Snoop.
Yeah, 100%. Flavor Flav is just doing water polo.
That's awesome.
They've been doing interviews with him. Yeah, 100%. He's like, we're going to dominate. And what I love, he's like, we're dominating this event and no one watches it. I'm leading the cheer on water polo. But it's funny because it's him and then all these people's families.
Right. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And so they're all like, yeah, we get it. And he's like, isn't water polo great? Like, it's so awesome.
Yeah.
So, you have to watch these clips. That this is the best thing that's happened.
Wow.
Yeah, he's been at every event leading cheers. You can hear him yelling over the broadcast.
Okay. Good.
He's got those lungs from years of yelling Flavor Flav. So
yeah, great lungs. Great lungs.
100%.
How old is he? He's got to be pretty old too, right?
Younger than you think. Gotta be.
No.
What's your guess? What's your guess?
60.
Oh, I think he's in his 50s. I'm gonna guess 55.
He is 65.
Wow. Flavor of love.
Yeah. I need to see that. That's good. I mean, for LA, Olympics in LA, we can and should have every celebrity, like one for each sport. Obviously, Snoop's going to be there. He's the king of LA. He's everywhere, seemingly, anyway. He's
Him and Kendrick.
There.
No, I guess it's going to be we're not letting Canada compete at the LA Olympics, I think.
If we need Kendrick to start now. Diss track against every country.
He can get there. 100%.
And that's the opening ceremony.
Oh, that's good. I think we should invite Drake to the opening ceremony, but he doesn't know that Kendrick's also performing.
We tell Drake he's performing. And then the boogeyman comes out.
Right behind him. Yeah, that's right. Then he gets tackled by Panay Sewell. And 100%. And then Kendrick plays Not Like Us 6 times.
Which seems like that's too many to play at one concert. And that's already happened.
So. By the way, hold on. This is not a dumb idea at all. Randy's here. Thank God. But
First football player I've ever seen play, Jordan Love. No, Tua. Fuck Tua. That's not true. It's Tua. It's for sure Tua.
Tua. Spine issues. Favorite Ludacris concert.
Not the last one.
I liked it. Anyway, here's my thought. Not Like Us becoming an Olympic anthem that's just about all the other countries. He just has to reword it slightly.
Yeah.
Cut a couple new verses and it's, they're not like us.
It should. I mean, we should have then the opening ceremonies are athletes crip walking.
I mean, might happen anyway.
It's got to.
100%. We can't let the swim team do that, but everyone else can.
Or equestrian. A lot of two white people. There's some people who are too white. It's not going to be good.
Yeah. No, I know. Couldn't do it for the Winter Olympics. But worst football player I've ever seen play. This is the thing. Like me. Like, are we going high school or like pro level? Like, wasn't very good. I mean, I've seen. My favorite thing ever is I saw Derek Redwine. The best tackle I've ever seen was on a fair catch punt.
Smeared him. Yeah, he squared up for it.
100%. That was awesome. So, like, that was bad. I mean, in the professional ranks, I don't think people remember how bad Bubba Franks was.
Oh, stop it. No.
He could only come out. He was a one scheme Bubba.
Oh, sorry. Did he only catch first downs? Uh-oh, sorry.
No. Okay. Want to go with a more boring answer? Ryan Leaf.
Amari Rodgers. Ryan Leaf, was he? Yeah, Jamarcus Russell wasn't great. Amari Rodgers, pretty bad. That's a recent one.
Thanks, man. I've been watching the Olympics. I did sit-ups during the Olympics, and then I couldn't figure out why my abs were sore yesterday. I did 25 sit-ups 2 days ago, and I was like debilitated.
Down for the count.
Yeah, 100%. But that Olympic spirit's in me. So, whoa, that was a little more macho man than I thought. So,
okay.
That voice. But no, I will say, this was my only other funny Olympic thing. I was so disappointed I thought Cher was French. So the whole opening ceremony, I was waiting for Cher to come out.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, I heard them hyping up Celine Dion, and I don't know what happened. I think I got them confused in my mind.
Yeah.
And Celine came out, and it was wonderful and it was beautiful, but I didn't get to hear Believe.
You did it. You're right.
No.
Can't believe she didn't
I hope she's at the LA Olympics.
Maybe. How old do you think she is? She's very old.
Very old. 78.
Yeah, I was gonna say 80. She's up there. Okay, I didn't look at this before. The Flavor Flav. The first photo is him in the pool with a water polo hat on.
Yes.
So, okay.
Oh, I nailed the Cher age. She's 78.
78? Yeah, she is old.
I know my Cher. Didn't know she was American. But other than that, I'm all over it. By the way, is she just as French as Lady Gaga?
Yeah, she's from California, so maybe she will do LA.
Oh,
she'll only be 82. That's not bad.
No. Cher. Yeah, let's end on this, Zach. What musical artist do we want besides Cher and Weezer at the LA? We're not opening up an Olympics without Pork and Beans. Beverly Hills.
Sure. Yeah. What are we doing? We're in Beverly Hills. We gotta play it. Who else would be good? I'm concerned about. You know what? I'm just gonna say this because I hope he's around. I'm a little concerned about Eminem right now. After listening to his album, I'm concerned. I hope he's doing well. People aren't talking about that enough.
I heard the album was okay.
I think the album's great. I think it sounds like he's gonna die. And I think I want him to be okay.
That's a level of concern I can appreciate. Okay, I think that's fair. I like that for Eminem. Kendrick will definitely be involved because it's in LA, so I won't manifest that.
I don't know if he'll be involved, but yeah.
Who do I want? Like Beyonce will be involved, so I'm not going to waste a manifestation on that.
She will not.
Stop it. She's great. She's just overplayed right now.
Katy Perry will play California Girls.
No, I'm out. Snoop has to do something, so it's like that'll be good. Dr. Dre once again will be summoned to be DJ. That's my favorite thing. He just presses buttons. Here's what I'm going to manifest because I've been so into this band recently, and I'm sad they broke up all over again. You're going to laugh at me because they broke up in 2004. Can the Olympics be the reason Outkast gets back together?
I would love it, but yeah, you're just sad about it now. Like,
yeah, I've been re-listening to them a lot lately, and then I'm like, Andre, stop playing flute. Can we work it out? What do we need to get you back on track?
Write a letter to Andre 3000. I think it's time. I think it's time to get back with Outkast.
Dear Andre, we have an Olympics coming up. Go get them.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're going to ask, like, what music do people think of when they think of America? Like, are we going to get, like, Blink?
I wish. San Diego punk would be fun. It's going to be West Coast rap. It's going to be Taylor Swift.
I mean, I'd love if she came out and was like, by the way, fuck you, Switzerland. Like,
Yeah, sure. Win me over.
It would be awesome if she's on stage with Travis, because Travis will say that. Like, Travis gets a hot mic.
I mean, after he says, you got to fight for your right to party, which he will say.
How many Beastie Boys are still alive?
Unfortunately, only 2.
Damn. Travis could be the third one.
He could. It's about time. We need it.
It's about damn time. That's good. Any questions you want to answer from Randy to end the show? Anything else we're thinking, feeling?
Neither pickleball nor table tennis. Favorite gas station food? Sausage, egg, and cheese croissant.
Appreciate Randy sneaking in top 5 QBs of all time. A very lengthy
favorite Olympic winter. Top 5 QBs. Aaron Rodgers and others. Favorite car? Mine. Worst concert I've ever seen? That's an interesting one. Maybe the Lone Beach Boy. That wasn't great.
Oh, that's one of my favorite concerts.
It wasn't bad. It just, it was what it was. Lover Boy was bad.
Loverboy was bad. Loverboy was not good. Yeah, I had a not good time at the first T-Pain concert I went to. So bad that he rescheduled it in La Crosse. So he was just not feeling
fucked up, or
he was sick. He said,
Gotcha.
and has later admitted he was fucked up. He tweeted, "I think I have Zika or Ebola." Which is still, I think I have saved it a screenshot on my phone somewhere, because I was like, I believed you when you said you were sick. Now I don't, because you
now I'm not sure. Yeah,
you cited Ebola in 2017. Like, I would have heard on the news if you had it.
Correct. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone did. That was kind of the issue.
Most underrated quarterback, Jordan Love, or
Jacoby Brissett.
Majkowski.
Oh, Don Majkowski? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I almost called him. Thank you for correcting me, because that's why I just said last name, because I was going to call him Dan Majkowski, which is not. Yeah, Don Majkowski. Best thing to have with Jell-O? Cottage cheese.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a good combo.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that an actual combo?
It's an actual combo. You put Jell-O in your cottage cheese. It's good.
You put in it, like, so, okay.
Not like mix it in, but you like can have a spoonful together. It's like how people put peaches in their cottage cheese.
Okay, we'll unpack that in 2 weeks when we're back.
Dude, you, Hannah, Emily, and I'm gonna get jumped.
It's gonna be an intervention. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
we'll be back